there, before we continue with this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you have bell notifications for all uploads. Hello everyone! For this review, we'll be taking a look at the B-179 Death Solomon. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, and let's get started. And make sure you leave a comment for what videos you want to see. So this is pretty cool. So they originally had a rare Bay Get Battle, though technically this would just be a rare, but it was Solomon chip, really an awesome chip. To give you perspective, this is like one of the best right sparking chips, or arguably the best right sparking chip. It has great outer weight distribution on the chip, and it's solid, man, it's solid. And what's really cool about this is that this is connected to the new series, because a blader that's in the new series owns it, even though it's like the thing with First Uranus where they own it, but it's not actually their main bay. Just to go over, should be, let me just go like this. So to go over to the back, we have one new part, which is Metal Fusion. Stay tuned for the inbound rant. But yeah, Solomon's like, it's beaten up Slash right there. Nothing really else to go over that it shows on the box. I really just want to go over the part by part. But the moment of truth. Do I get a rare or do I get a normal? Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Bada bing, bada boom. It's a rare. All right. Hey, and look at that, the lovely stickers. All right, I want to let you in on a little bit of a secret here. Yeah, we sell stuff, right? So I always buy full cases. That's how I always get the rares. Oh my God, he's cheating. He's using his own money to buy a case to see if he can get a rare. Oh yeah, also to go over, because I don't want people freaking out. Yeah, here is the thing. You've got Brave Solomon, 1S00 Destroy Dash. I don't know why they didn't just pick 4A. You then after got like Jet Solomon. You get it. You can just see the combos if you want. And the DB teaser, awesome, Dynamite Battle, cannot wait for it. So now that we're on the part by part, we have our Solomon chip. So as far as the color scheme goes, I definitely prefer this to the original. I feel gold, especially for the Solomon, while I'm sure it's like competitively, yeah, it does great, does not really look that good. I feel like TT kind of made gold feel so tacky and not that special. So to see like a different color scheme to it and a different spin is something I'm completely for. Again, like I said, it is a super viable chip. Like, I would argue probably the best right sparking chip, or at least arguably one of the best. But aside from that, we'll be moving on to the next part, which is the Death Ring. So Death originally came on Death Diabolos. Now, this is not a good ring. It doesn't really stack up to like the other rings, obviously due to weight and as well the gimmick. It's kind of useless. I mean, does it look cool? Most definitely. You can even make a Death Dragon in reference to Master Dragon, but it is not a part that is viable, is what I'm trying to say. It's just got a whatever shape and doesn't really work for it. Anyways, we're going to be moving on to the next part, which is 2B. So 2B works like this. There is a fixed position where the blade doesn't move, and there is a free spin position where the blade freely spins around. So depending on some rings will be fixed, some rings will be free spin. Though very, very small amounts are actually free spin. I think this is a pretty good chassis. I like it quite a bit, and it's nice to actually see a recolor for it. I like the red. They'll probably go nice on things like Infinite Achilles or even the original Death Diabolos. Yeah, but other than that, you know, keep your fine on the 2B, you know? Next, we get to the atrocity, which is Metal Fusion. Though this is not actually a name reference to Metal Fusion, it is still very funny that the name is Metal Fusion. The whole premise behind the metal drivers is basically, hey, it's like a dash driver, but guess what else? The plastic cap is also metal. The thing is that first of all, Fusion is not a viable tip. It's not. Maybe for like the older stuff or a limited format it is, but in the current meta, it is useless. Even if this was supposed to make it unburstable, right? Let's just say. It's still useless, and it even damages teeth. I've done a video going over it. It was a pointless system of a driver. So we have our scale for the part by parts. Now, of course, we have our Solomon chip, which is 6.25. This is an excellent weight compared to the original, which is 6.42. The fact that it is this weight is very, very pleasing. I am so happy that the weight is not bad. The chip on its own is 5.53 technically, but you know, 5.53 versus 5.71. So of course, with a metal chip core, you get 7.23, or if you had this Solomon chip, you would get about 7.0506. Perfectly acceptable weight, very pleased. We have, of course, the death ring. This sits at a total of almost 10 grams, 9.93. Excuse me. This thing is also 4 stars, which is absolutely hilarious, which is a total of about 46.69. Nice, always gotta make a joke. And then after we have metal fusion, which is 7 points. Nice, nice. All right, now all assembled. Now because this is a 4-star rare chassis, I'm not an idiot, so I'm just going to assemble it like this, and the total weight is, dang, 70.55. Something I actually quickly want to show is just another Solomon chip that I just got. So 6.08, obviously this has the stickers, but 2.5. Weight can vary quite a bit, so I just wanted to show that, as well as a normal chassis for comparison. 46.76, so obviously in this case, colored would be, it went to 70 now. You get the idea, but I just wanted to show that just so we can move forward. Plus, I also want to show me actually assembling it. So, to actually assemble it, oh, you can feel the lock on this one. Usually double chassis, you don't feel the lock, but this one you can kind of feel it. It kind of slides. Yeah, metal drivers kind of slide on double chassis, but yeah, anyways, let us move on. Okay, we're gonna be doing the test launch for this, and something I really do want to mention, dude, how beautiful does this Beyblade look? Like, honestly, I'm loving it. Out of 10, it's got a nice red, it's got a good balance of gold. I'm gonna give this an 8.5, maybe a 9. Presentation, like, it looks so good to look at. I love it. It's not dominated by red. They have other colors with it. It looks good. I like it. The chip, I love the colors way more than the original. Might be a hot take or not. Let's do a test launch. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. So obviously this is going to stay in the center, but honestly, like, you get good value. Okay, the death ring, you know, whatever. And the metal fusion tip, probably you shouldn't use, but the Solomon and the 2B, like, man, that's a good deal. And look at how nice this spins. This is easily a must-buy for competitive, easily. Because while someone could argue, okay, but what about the new series stuff? Like, this is still going to be a really relevant chip for right sparking bays. So that's why obviously I would recommend it in that regard. We're going to be doing battles, obviously. First opponent, the end. I'm honestly surprised with how much it weighs. Now, obviously, weight is not everything, but it still should be able to do decent against some bays. Or not, because the Fusion Dash still... It's not even Fusion Dash, it's Metal Fusion. But the thing is this, it's like... They made these metalized drivers, but they aren't actually meta-relevant regardless. So weird. Infinite... Alright, Infinite Achilles just said, I'm going to take an infinite dive. Now we're going to try that again. Achilles. Alright, here we go. Infinite Achilles. Balance type duel. Okay, now we're talking. Alright, Infinite had a little bit of a hiccup, you know. Happens to the best of us. It actually would be funny if it doesn't actually win anything, just because it's the tip. Dude, you want to know what? Yo, Unite Dash is going to look so cool. I might actually give this a spare Unite Dash, actually. If I ever want to use this, not for like anime stock. Alright, let's put this up against... Oh, I know. Let's do it up against Rage. Because that's always fun, right? Isn't it always fun when Rage beats up the Bay? No, we're running that back. No, we're running that back. I have a feeling. Big hits. Who takes it? Rage. Well, I got some more. Now I'm gonna pick, we'll do Left World Spriggan, but I'll put this actually in free spin so it has like a theme for it. And Brave and Tempest. So we got a good amount of base to go up against just to end off, and I'll give my final thoughts. Kind of just beat up it beat up the world. That Unite dash is pretty aggressive. I don't know, but you know, it can kind of do it. If anything, you know, weight's not everything. I still think the chip in 2B makes this thing so worth it, in my own opinion. All right, let's see who wins at the end. Anyways, I always want to make sure I do like battles in this. World, I don't think it's gonna win it all, but you know, it's worth a shot, no? Brave, come on. Does it beat Brave? Please? Please beat Brave? Once? It's kind of doing it. Oh no. All right, it's got to beat up Tempest. Let's see if they can beat up. It's got to win. It's got to. Yeah, come on. Tempest Dragon, it's going to at least beat that. Come on. Well, if it doesn't. All right. Final thoughts on this. Hey, by the way, you can check. Now, I'm going to delete this probably after a while. Or maybe I'll keep it. I don't really care that much. Make sure you check out our store. No, Solomon's there among other things. Check it out. I obviously have to plug that. But, oh yeah, other than that, final thoughts on Death Solomon. Is it worth getting? Yes, the fusion tip issue. Fusion tip? The performance tip issue. You can easily just replace it. Death doesn't really... The chip in the chassis make it worth it. I love this release. I don't really care what anyone says. It's not... Like, I could understand if this was like Lucifer 1 or like Death Lucifer, but it's like Solomon, man. Like, I say it's worth it. I say it's worth it. Anyways, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!